What's up, guys? So, I have the new, I don't know how new actually, I guess kind of within a year or so, but I have the Icon T7 scanner here that I wanted to show you real quick. I use this, I own a performance shop here in Columbus, Ohio, and this guy here I have been using as our backup. So we generally use a snap-on scanner that is the Zeus, and pretty much does everything. You know, it's a gnarly little unit. But I picked this up as a backup because after reading about it, it has a lot of capabilities for being so cheap and for being so small. So one thing I'll tell you, this is a wired unit, so you got to pop this bad boy off on the top. You have a OBD2 plug instead of a dongle that you would plug in, or a little wireless device. So it's kind of like your guys' early 2000 monitors, computer monitors, but it screws in right to the top there, and then you have your traditional OBD2 port. So what I found out was this does everything from relearns to actuator testing. It does live data. It can even deal with some TPMS sensors and stuff that you guys might be dealing with. So what I'm going to do is get it loaded up here. I'll just show you guys kind of some of the settings. Here's the main page. It does VIN scan. I have it hooked up on Wi-Fi. So that's something that I would do if I were you guys. If you have Wi-Fi in the shop, it'll hook up to your printer. It'll hook up to everything. You can print stuff off right away. It does have internet and everything. I have used it. It does work. There is also TeamViewer. So TeamViewer itself is used to remote in, have some remote control if there's someone that maybe has some more expertise than you that needs to see what's going on and they can kind of pick through it. That is possible. So the main diagnostic page though, at the VIN scan, I have used it. It does work. You can kind of see some of the vehicles that I've been kind of going through recently. And I actually did a transmission relearn recently with this, and it worked, and it did great. So what I'm going to do now is we'll take it outside. I got a Cadillac out here that I need to plug into, and I'll show you guys just a couple of the features of the Icon T7. Guys, so I have the Icon T7 here. I want to get it out for you, kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at. What you'd be getting into if you wanted to use one of these guys as maybe a, DIY kind of guy at home, or maybe you got a shop that you're running and you need a full-on scanner. This bad boy will do it. So, starting off fresh here, we have a corded deal. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with old printers, things like that. But you're gonna end up basically just plugging this bad boy in to here, and then running these screws down. Let's power it on before I actually plug it in. Why not? Plug it into the OBD2 down here, if I can find it without looking. That's where we're at. There it is. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So this device here, guys, will do resets. It will do, relearns of. I did a relearn on a transmission the other day. It has TPMS stuff. So let's go into diagnostics here. Let's go ahead and do VIN scan. Alright. One thing I would say, guys, is sometimes it's a little slow. I haven't had any issues with it actually completing any of the data or anything. So yeah, we are in an XT5 here. This is what loads when you first pull up the system. So you can see we have special service resets and relearns, everything to also do a full vehicle scan. So this is normally where I start, is the full vehicle scan. And it's gonna go through, and you can see the progress bar there, and it's going to go through and find every issue. And you can see I already got a transmission control fault, so we'll see what that is. Electronic brakes, that's body control. I bet you this thing was in an accident. So you can see as it's scanning through, it's going to find everything associated with it as it goes through the entire process there. I've done transmission relearns on this thing. I've done a few different things with the device as far as special or like service resets or like special features, and it does work really well. It does live data. You can Azure and process here. You guys will be able to see. This is kind of like if you have multiple screens on, you know, your phone, and then you just swipe up and it gets rid of it kind of thing. This here is, it'll take a screenshot and then allow you to save it, delete it, share it, however you want to do it. You know, I can print it directly out on the printer in the shop here. So as you guys can see, here is all of our trouble codes that popped up for this vehicle. So for instance, let's take a look here. So actuation tests, you can see special functions, you can do relearn values. There's a lot of good stuff in here. This thing is very powerful for, you know, for as cheap as it is. So you can see here we have lost communication with body control module. So we'll dig deeper into that, but it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea here. You can see it does web search as well. On the screen, guys, so if you scroll down from the top, you can see I have Wi-Fi, everything like that set up. You can put it in airplane mode. Scroll up from the bottom, and it's going to bring up the, from the home screen, it'll bring up kind of like the app page. So you can use the internet on this, guys. I've pulled it up. It does work. So you can see there's the internet. It has Team Viewer. So if you guys are not familiar with Team Viewer, this would be where somebody else can log in and maybe help you a little bit, remote control, and kind of see what's going on. So that's good. And you can go through settings, system updates, everything like that. But it is. So hopefully you guys were able to see some of the stuff I was trying to show you there while I was plugged in. But here's a quick vehicle diagnostic report that kind of shows you after we're done. So you can see we got VIN, we got mileage, everything pops up here. So if you guys are someone who you have texts all the time forgetting to put down mileage or things like that, this could help. Saves all the data, but you can see all the information will save directly in here and show you exactly what pulled up. You can print this out for the customer, so that's pretty legit. The T8 and the T10 both have, you know, wireless capabilities, camera capabilities, a few other things. But if you're a DIY guy at home, or maybe you're using this at a shop, this could do you pretty well. Let me know what questions you guys have. I'm excited to be able to share it with you. I'm hoping to keep using it and really put it through its paces. If it does well, I might expand into the other items on the line. I mean, it really does make sense if it's able to do all this stuff and, you know, we don't have any issues with it. So let me know what you guys think. Later.